My name is Abraham Galavisleva, and this is my video of my favorite topic. Thomas the Tank Engine. My favorite topic is Thomas the Tank Engine. I love it, because I started watching the show since I was about 5 years old, and it's a great way to entertain myself in my free time. Thomas the Tank Engine began in book format around 1945, with the first one called the Three Railway Engines, and from that book it started to go uphill, eventually having its own television series to this day. The series is currently 18 years old, turning 81 on May 12, 2026. It is one of the few brands that has lasted several years on television. I started watching it when I was a little because it was a very entertaining and realistic series when I watched it on TV. This series would not have existed if it weren't for Reverend Wilbur Awdry, who created it in 1945, and later partnered with Britalcraft to make it a television series. And he has collaborated with famous people over the years, for example, Ringo Starr, former member of the Beatles, Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex. The series over the last 18 years has gone through 4 different types of series. First, in book format, which had lasted around 66 years, rating the first 25 books Wilbur Awdry from 1945 to 1972, and his son Christopher Awdry wrote 1983 to 2011. Then, in 1945, the Thomas and Friends series began to be produced in a scale model format, which is how a much wider audience became familiar with it. This format was discontinued in 2008. With episode 20 of season 12, we used a hybrid of scale models and 3D facial animation. In 2009, the era of 100% CGI began with the film Hero of the Rails, opening up a world of possibilities that were previously unattainable due to the high cost of scale models. This era lasted several years but came to an end in 2021. After the end of the CG era, the 2D animation format began in 2021 with the Thomas and Friends series All Engines Go, becoming one of the most hated eras by the Thomas and Friends community, and it is ending in September 2025. In conclusion, this series is very creative and engaging. It teaches you that any action you take can have a good or bad consequence, depending on what you do. I highly recommend this series. It's very entertaining and enjoyable for taking your mind off things for a while.